Hi there, so it's Sunday night. I just got off the plane here in New York and I want to take you guys through some of my favorite skincare products and how I like to use them. I don't do this every day of the week, but it's something that at least, once or twice a week I like to spend the time and really take care of my skin. So I'm going to take you through step by step. The first step that I like to do is I always cleanse my skin. I do a double cleanse. The cleanser that I'm loving at the moment, this is by a German brand called QMS, and it is a cream cleanser. I personally always loved a gel cleanser, but a lot of the facialists that I've been to over the years have always encouraged me to use a cream cleanser because it's a little bit more gentle. So what I do is I just do a couple of pumps into my hand, about that much product, and then using a bit of hot water, I just really work it into my hands and then apply it all over my face. And then a little bit down the neck. And that first cleanse is just really to take off that initial layer of, any pollution from the environment. And then I always like to remove it using a muslin cloth. This one's from Eve Lom. I really like it because it's got a beautiful soft texture to it, but it has enough that it really removes any dirt from the face. So yeah, I always like to do a double cleanse. You want to do that so the first one will remove the initial dirt and pollution from your skin, and then the second cleanse really helps to actually treat the skin and address any problems that you might have. With some warm water and my muslin cloth. Now, depending on who you speak to, a lot of facialists will tell you you're actually better off to use a very lukewarm water or even cold on your skin. I personally just like that feeling of a nice hot cloth on my face. So after I've double cleansed the skin, I like to go in and just use an exfoliant. I do have a little bit of sensitivity that tends to happen on the high points of my cheeks here. So I use a physical enzyme exfoliant. This one is from traciemartyn. And I like to use this just across my nose area and my forehead and my chin, because I find my skin can sort of handle a little bit more in those areas. And then where I'm a little bit more sensitive, I will go and use a gel exfoliant. The thing that I love about traciemartyn's products is that they're very efficacious, but they're also really gentle on the skin. So where it comes to areas that I do tend to be a little bit more sensitive, like through the cheeks and on the high planes, I like to use this product here. This is from Tata Harper. It's her resurfacing mask. What I like about this is the texture is just a little bit lighter. And I take it right up around the smile lines. And then I tend to leave these two masks on for 5 to 10 minutes and then come back, rinse them off, and do my next steps. So after I've left the mask on for about 5 to 10 minutes, I then just like to use my muslin cloth again, soaked in warm water, and really press it into the product to help loosen it. And then I take the Tata Harper one off first. So now that I've exfoliated, the skin feels lovely and smooth, and I want to go in and really rehydrate the skin. So I'm going to use a couple of different masks, but first I'm going to start off using these Skin Iceland under eye patches, and I like to pop these on before I do my mask, then that you peel off, which really just helps them to stick where you need them. I'm going to apply them just right under the eye area. Great, so I've got those on. Then the next step is a mask that I'm loving at the moment. This one is from Ole Henriksen. It's their Fat with a P-H-A-T, their Fat Glow Mask. What I love about this is the texture of it is really beautiful. It also smells great. And again, I just start in the center of the forehead here. The other thing I think is really fun about this mask is it actually changes color as it oxidizes on the skin, which is really fun. Always make sure to bring your product down here as well. Great, so then we leave this for 10 to 15 minutes, do its job, and then we'll come back and take it off. Right, so then next up we just whip off these little under eye patches, now that they've worked their magic hopefully. And then again with the muslin cloth, just go in and wipe away that mask. What we're going to do next is go in and apply any serums and moisturizers and also eye creams. So depending, obviously it's Sunday night, so I want something that's a little bit more hydrating. The product that I've been loving at the moment, again, it's from the German skincare company that we talked about earlier. This is QMS. This is their night collagen serum, which I really love. The texture is beautiful. What I love about this is that you can actually use it right up under the eye area, which is great. Also really nice. I like to put it on my lips, down onto your neck area and your décolletage. Then another product that I've loved for years, it's an iconic product from Estee Lauder. This is their Advanced Night Repair Eye. This is actually a reformulated version that they came out with, I would say, about a year ago. So I mean, it's been a cult classic forever, but this is the new formula. The texture is just a little bit lighter, so it absorbs into the skin a little bit easier. And just using a tiny bit on my ring finger. Also, another trick that a really incredible facialist, Sonia Descartes, taught me is to take the eye cream right up over the eyebrow. Then also, depending on how my skin is feeling, what I've got coming up, what my skin's been doing will depend on the type of moisturizer that I'll use. One that I love during the day is this one from QMS. It's called Liquid Proteins. I really like this if my skin is feeling like well hydrated, but I don't want anything too nourishing. I really like to use this. If my skin is feeling a little bit oily, then I would go and use the Traciemartyn Face Resculpting Cream. This is great if you have slightly oily skin and you don't want to look too shiny. What it does is it really hydrates, but without creating excess oil and shine to the skin. So this is another favorite product of mine. But like I said, because I have just got off the plane, my skin feels a little bit tired, it feels a little bit dehydrated. I'm going to use this one from 111 Skin. I first discovered 111 Skin, which is a British brand, maybe 7 years ago. And what I love about this is the texture is extremely lightweight, but it gives you that sort of ultra luxe, really rich hydration that you would expect from a night cream. I really like to, treat it like a little facial massage. This also really helps with lymphatic drainage and will help reduce puffiness and really sort of lift and tighten the skin. Another area that I think a lot of people tend to forget about is around the ear and the ears. I think it's really important to moisturize there. And then also, whenever I have any excess product, I just like to work it into the back of my hands, because I think, the neck, around the ears, and the back of the hands are really what start to show the first signs of aging. So that's my Sunday night skincare routine done. My skin feels really lovely and hydrated, and I just love this combination of products. It really gives you that sort of radiant glow. Not every product works on every skin type, but for me, this is what works really well. I have a bunch of other favorites that I'll show you a little bit down the line in another video that I use in a different time and place. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.